Hello, beautiful humans. I wanted to come on here and talk about the energy and the new moon in Pisces that is happening on Thursday this week. And so we're just going to jump right in. So it's happening at 9 degrees of Pisces. So if you have any signs in the mutable, any planets, sorry, in the mutable signs, which would be Pisces, Virgo, Sagittarius, or Gemini. If you have any planets or any asteroids or anything happening in your natal chart around 9 degrees of those signs, and also Cancer and Scorpio, because those are also water signs, you're probably going to be feeling this a little bit more than some other people. So this new moon is also bridging us into the eclipse portal. The next eclipse happens March 14th, and that is when the sun will be in Pisces and the moon will be in Virgo, both at 24 degrees, and we'll talk more about that as we get closer. But this is kind of opening up the energy. And if you guys remember me talking last year at the eclipses, like eclipses are expect the unexpected. They're big shifts that can happen that are like fated events that you planned prior to incarnating here. And this new moon is kind of setting us up for that, because new moons are beginnings. So you want to like plant seeds and set intentions and write out and envision what it is that you want to see come into your life. That being said, Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac. It represents the 12th house. It represents spirituality. So it's kind of this culmination point. And so this new moon, it is going to require you to let something go before it can be filled with that new thing. And, you know, I was talking to a good friend of mine and also a client last week about this. Sometimes, not sometimes, a lot of times, new beginnings are disguised as painful endings. And I think as humans, we have a tendency to contract around change, and we get attached to certain people and ways of being and jobs and just things, identities. And that is the human aspect of you. And that's beautiful, but you are here, and this is also what Pisces is known for, is spirituality. It's connecting with, rediscovering that you are, first and foremost, a spiritual being having a human experience. I feel like I hone in on that all the time, but even like somebody that deeply knows it and has practiced this for so long and has known this for so long, we can so easily fall into our humanness. And that's important. For a long time, I thought you could just kind of spiritual bypass, like we're all just spirits, and that is not the case at all. I really feel like you need to completely feel through everything that you are going through, because that's why you came here as a spirit, to have the human condition. You're going through Earth School, as Dolores Cannon calls it, and we are here to have experiences, to learn, to grow, and to evolve. So this new moon might be bringing something into your awareness that you may have known for a while, but maybe now it's so clear. You have to let go of something. That could be a job, that could be a relationship, that could be a habit, that could be a way of being. You will know, because Pisces is also an extremely psychic sign. So your intuition might be heightened. Your gifts could be coming online around this time. Pisces is also known for being heart-centered and compassionate. So give yourself compassion while you're moving through these changes, and give the other people that are also playing out these certain dynamics in your life as much compassion and grace as you can. But that being said, we still need to move forward in authenticity, and that just means in alignment with your soul. That just means you living in a way that is that feels right in your heart, in your mind, in your gut. It's aligned with the higher aspect of you. So I do want to touch on a couple of the shadow aspects. Every sign has light aspects and shadow aspects. And with Pisces, and I know these well on a personal level because my moon and my rising sign are both in Pisces. And I attribute a lot of my psychic abilities to having these things in my chart, along with other placements. And but some of the shadow aspects of Pisces, which you just want to check and make sure you're not falling into, would be addiction and like martyrdom, victimhood. What's the other one? And just feeling like disconnected, just being aloof, just deciding like you're not going to participate in leaving that job or breaking up with that person or quitting that habit that you know you've been trying to kick for like 5 years. And you just kind of try to put your head under the sand. That's not what we're here to do. Good luck with it though. No, I don't. I think that if you continue to try to look the other way in some aspect of your life, that eclipse that's coming in less than a month is going to be even more heavy hitting than it needs to be if you are facing reality and facing your life and really deciding the things that you want to change and being disciplined and intentional about those changes that you want to make. Let's see, what else? So yeah, so we're being asked to close out a cycle here so that we can begin something new. And I am offering readings, just one card pull readings. Trying to find the deck. She's down here. I'm probably going to do it for my spirit animal deck just because I'm feeling drawn to this deck this week. If you want a one card pull, I'm only charging $8.88, but I do need your Venmo payment by Wednesday at noon, live. Thursday at noon, and I will get you your one card pull. If you are wanting more substantial support, I am offering one-on-one FaceTime sessions, and that is if you just need extra support. If you are experiencing physical, spiritual sensations that you haven't experienced before, and you just want somebody that is compassionate, non-judgmental, has been through a whole plethora of otherworldly experiences, to affirm and validate that you are not crazy, that spirit is very much real, and maybe give you some insight into what's happening, I offer that. And then I offer just like holding space and a higher perspective of what is happening in your life, because we came here to evolve, we came here to grow, and by absolutely no means is it easy when we go through the very real experiences of heartache or grief or having to let go of something that we really loved and still do love, and we just need the extra support. So I'm here. Send me a DM if you want to talk about that. I priced it at $55 for 1 hour. I feel like that's very reasonable, but I want this to be accessible to anybody that needs it. So if there's a little bit of wiggle room, so send me a DM. This week is booked up, but I do have some openings next week. And then I pulled a card from my cosmic reading deck. It's actually an activation deck. You can't see it. Activation cards for the soul. And I asked what is being activated at this time. And this is the card that came through. So we're awakening. Like, Pisces is your connection to all things in the spiritual realm. We are waking up to that there's more to life than just what we've been told and fed and taken to be a very hard constructed reality. Some people say that we're awakening from the matrix, but we are experiencing an awakening on a grand scale, on a mass scale. And that is why the world looks the way that it does. All of these things, because we're having individual awakenings and shifting our structures. And then there's the collective. We see that things are coming to light, that things are falling apart, and things have to come up for us to see it, to witness it, for us to realize, like, we don't want to partake in this anymore. We want to live a life that is full of peace and justice and integrity and harmony and abundance for all. And so we're waking up and we're realizing that we have a lot more power. Power to the people. That's the age of Aquarius. That's where we're at. And yeah, it's an exciting time to be alive. It can also be daunting if you stay trapped in the concept that, like, you're in this matrix and you have to play by the rules. We really are co-creators about building our reality. And we're awakening. We're realizing that we can take back our power and be sovereign individuals and live the life that we want if we're willing to make the difficult choices to leave things behind, leave the old behind, so that the new can be ushered in. So I hope this message finds you well. If you enjoyed it or you got anything beneficial from it, send me like a little heart or a like or an emoji, or share it with a friend. And yeah, you guys have the happiest new moon in Pisces.